Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. In this video, I'm going to be setting up the week of June 6th through the 12th. In my classic dashboard planner, I use this for social media just because it's way too convenient for me to use the days of the week to list out what posts and videos and other things need to happen on that day of the week. This layout is perfect for that. So the theme I'm going to go with comes to us from Plannable June 2022, and it's the theme for this week on that challenge is the Great Outdoors, which I've been doing a lot of sea and ocean spreads lately, and I just actually last week I did a wine and cheese one, but I'm still just hung up on the sea. We're talking about maybe going on a trip later in June for my birthday, and we're gonna go hopefully to some place that has a view of the coast. So I found this piece of scrapbook paper. This is from the Seasonal Moments. It's a Hot Buy Recollections book, so I'm sure I got this at some point at Michael's, probably at least a year, if not 2 years ago. And I love this scene. This says Great Outdoors to me. My husband hikes a lot. I would love to enjoy hiking, but I sprain my ankle if I just look at a rock wrong. I can't tell you how many dozens of times I've sprained an ankle in my life. So this would be perfect because it's a nice paved path, and I could walk on this and enjoy nature, forest bathe as the Japanese call it. This would be perfect for me, and the coast is right there. How awesome is that? So we're going to use this corner of the piece of paper. I just have my little paper trimmer here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I have my height and my width marked. So the 7 is the width and 9 1/4 is the height. So let's go ahead. Let's see. I want this corner, so I need to go this way over to 7. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. You can see what I'm doing. Perfect. It's got my little path there. Go ahead and punch it. And I was toying with the idea of taking and continuing the scene on across here. I did that relatively recently with just a tiny little bit. It would be about that much. Do I want to do that? I don't know. We'll see. I can do that at the end of the spread if I really want to. So since this area where I would put June is relatively busy, a see-through June isn't going to show up. So I have pulled the Mojo Jojo Date It book, and I want to pull a nice big paper June. There are 2 different fonts in the book, so I could go with this one, which says kind of, the scrolliness kind of says ocean and waves to me, so I think I'm going to go with that one, but let me just show you the other font in case you're not as familiar with this book. Here's the other font, and it's fun too, but I like the more delicate scrolly one for this particular spread, so let's put that up there where it would normally go. I want the nice big one. So I'm going to try to make the U-N-E straight. Excellent. Okay. And that's all I need out of this book. So I have pulled 2 additional Mojo Jojo Plans books. So looking at this page, I see kind of a lot of the grayish brown, and I see a lot of the green. So I pulled the pastel book. This was a standalone book, and I like this kind of minty green. I feel like there's a lot of minty in this. And then I pulled the gray book, the Gray Boxes book, out of that 10-pack of books that she did, the rainbow pack, because I like this kind of, it's kind of halfway between gray and brown. It's kind of a cream color. I'm not going to use the lined ones because I want to put them up and down, and I think I want to put the cream colored one over here where there's more green, and the green one maybe here where there's more gray. And I want to keep the path showing, and I want to keep the coast showing. So I think I'm gonna put them staggered just a little bit right about there. So let's just go ahead and start with that part of it. Do I want, you know, I picked the mint. Yeah, there's a lot of lime kind of color in here, but I'm just loving the softer grayer tones. So I'm going to go with the mintier one. Oops, no, don't do that. Every time, you guys, every time. Okay. There's tons of room. I always think they're going to take up all the space, and then I'm pleasantly surprised that there's tons of room. So I'm going to put that one there. And we'll come over here and put this one. I want it staggered, so I'm going to come up just a little higher with it, because I don't have any plans to do washi tape across the top. Okay, and then I'm going to do that fun trick where I take the opposite color box for my action word. So where'd my tweezers go? They're still out from the last video I filmed. All right, so since this one's going to have to come, let's center them. So put that one there. This scene is just a little too busy for me to write right on the spread. So, and now I need one of these color boxes in the small size. Here we go. Excellent. Okay, so far so good. I like it. Do I want... Nope. I think for once, since this gray feels like actually it almost matches this road exactly, I'm going to leave it and just put my video sticker right on top of it. So speaking of, let's grab those. So I just have my little sheet of stickers I did myself, and we'll put YouTube videos on there. And I think I'll go ahead and use the whole thing. So I'm just looking at how wide it is to help me figure out about where to put the first half of that sticker. Perfect. Okay, and then let's go with, I'm going to go with themes and schedule, I think, this week. Excellent. Okay, so far so good. Next thing I want to do, I pulled this. This is a new set of Zig Clean Color Dot pens, and the set is called Mild Smoky. And I like this green one because I feel like it matches the mint that I chose. And then there's also this kind of grayish one that I figure could be a good counterpoint to this one. So I'm going to go ahead and put an overlay tape on each day for my stat boxes, and I'm going to go ahead and draw my dots in. We're just going to work on this page for now. I'm going to use the green one because I've got the grayish overlay tapes. So I'm going to speed this up while I go ahead and put these on. And they are perforated. I always forget to mention that. Also, I am a PR rep for Girl Boss Anna through the end of June. I am going to apply again. Applications open for the other 6 months of the year on June 3rd. I need to think what day of the week that is versus what day of the week this video posts, but they'll be open for a week. So if you want to apply to be a PR rep, we might be on the same team if I get another go around. So, but definitely if you have become addicted to these as I have, go for it. Let's see, did these bleed through? Nope, nice and soft. All right, and I'm going to put the green ones on the gray box. And actually what I'm going to do to help me with spacing is I'm going to lay this right here beside it. And that way I can space about, I can eyeball it and space about the same. So, all right, so I did green ones on the gray. I'm going to do gray ones on the green. It's not exactly the right shade of gray, but it's close. This is a little more creamy, but that's okay. So far, so good. I love it. So Next thing I want to do is put habit trackers, and I want to put them in the pathway here. So I have pulled my habit tracker book. I will link in the cards up above how to make this, but basically anytime I found a page in a book that was all or mostly habit trackers, I pulled it out. And I'm just going to be looking for kind of like some kind of earth tone. These would be good. They don't really match my gray or my green, but I am seeing a lot of that color here in the wood bark. These will work too. Here's some good ones. I'm really liking these. These are from one of the Park Lane sticker books. They might match a little too well though. I don't want them to get lost on the road. I want them to stand out a little bit. So maybe I need to go ahead and go with those, these. Because the color's there, it fits, but it will stand up a little bit over top of the gray. So let's go ahead and just put 3 of these on here. And I think what I'll do is angle them kind of that way. So I'm going to come over to the left as far as I can and still be within the road. That one doesn't quite fit. That's okay. I ended up having to put those 2 right against each other, so let's move this one up too and make it more even with the top 2. Oh, super cute. I wish they were a little bit smaller, but they look too good on there to change. So let's go ahead, since I'm franken planning, so my current week spread is here. I need to flip from here to here. So I'm going to go ahead and tape runner these together. I'm just going to go all the way around the page, even in between the punches. Okay, and we'll line this up. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, so far so good. So I did go ahead and pull one of the Amber Plans for Day big black quotes sticker book, because I thought there might be some kind of summary quote I could put maybe down here, or I don't know. We'll find a quote and then we'll see where it makes sense to put it. So for example, here comes the sun, time to bloom. Don't really feel like any of those fit. And those are wintry. Find a way, I feel like that kind of fits with this path, find a way. So that could go kind of down here, it could go kind of here. Let's see what else. Okay, so here we're getting into some smaller ones then. I need the sand and the waves. That's a good one. There's not a lot of sand here, but the sand and the waves, that feel like that kind of fits, and it's a little bit smaller. That could go maybe here. I'm leaning toward here, but I don't really want the sunshiny one because I don't feel like this is super bright, and it's the Pacific Northwest, so I'm really leaning toward this one. These are all spring, about blooming and stuff, and there aren't flowers in that picture, so let's just go ahead and go with I need the sand and the waves. Let's try that, see if we can find a good place for that. I kind of like it up there too. Does that block too much of the scene? Where should I put it? Tell me. I'm listening. I think I want it there. All right, if that's what you were saying, I heard you. There we go. Okay. Summer vibes. So I'm just looking for something a little bit longer and thinner maybe to put right here. And I'm seeing this summer vibes, and I feel like I like to go to the coast any time of year, but definitely with feeling like summer, you know, going to the coast is a summery thing. Not because I like to swim, put on a swimsuit and swim. I don't like hot summer beaches, but I just feel like this kind of says summer vibes a little bit, so Just putting that as low as I can without the two S's being off the page. And what I could do, I could put it over a couple overlay tapes. Let's do that. Like I do in some of my other spreads where I put it over a couple of these when it's a vertical quote. Which, speaking of, if this page had been busier and I needed this to stand out more, laying these down, because they're not completely opaque, meaning you can see through them, is a great way to kind of fuzz out the background a little bit and then put this over top of it, but still have the picture, have it be soft so the picture kind of feels like it shows through, you know? So I want to overlap these a little bit in the center and just kind of put the quote over top just to bring a little more of those colors from the other side to this side. Okay, it's really, really subtle, but I like it. You can I know it's a little bit washed out, but you can kind of see the brown underneath. So, all right, let's trim that off. Excellent. All right, and I'm very close actually to being done then. I think I just want to go ahead and put a coffee cup on there and maybe a couple of minis or something. So I have this binder is from, it's the large photo album that you can get from Simply Gilded. So I do have a link in all of my description boxes for, if you sign up for their no spam newsletter, you get a coupon for $5 off a purchase of $15 or more, and I get that same coupon. So let's just look for, I guess this very first coffee cup. One of these kind of fits. I'm liking these soft earthy tones. And so I want to find something that kind of fits with that. Not too bright. This one kind of fits. Except for the hot pink. I like that one too. I don't know. I don't feel like these cartoony ones are quite right with this spread though. What about this one? This one's got lots of browns. That's pretty nice. I actually feel like the brown in this matches this brown right here, like exactly. So let's put that one on there. And then how about some working stickers? So like editing, or, oh, one of these would have been good too. Oh well. Lots of seasonal coffee cups. I could put a YouTube kitty up there, but then that bright pop of red doesn't really work for me for this spread. Here we go. Here's, oh, look at this one. So here's an editing sticker. So I feel like definitely editing schedule is, that's the side where I put the, oh, that gray matches exactly. That's where I put my YouTube video work to do, so that's perfect there. That's all computer stuff. And then let's find a planning sticker maybe, because themes is where I put the what I'm planning on decorating, and that it's done. So there's these. She's having a planner session. That pink is soft enough. I feel like it's okay. It almost looks a little bit like that brown. So let's put that one there. Cute. All right. And then I feel like I just want, do I want something down? I just want this page, the scene on this page to speak for itself. So now that I'm pretty much done, I can decide if I want to bring another chunk of this. I would just cut a strip and put it here. Do I feel like I want to do that? I kind of do, because this page, when I write on it, it'll help a lot, but I still feel like this page is a little bit blank. So what I can do is cut a little strip off and stick it on there and then punch it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. So get my paper trimmer back out. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off a strip. Let's see, about how wide do I wanna make it? Roughly to, let's see, to about there. I'm just gonna eyeball it. And I want to get this edge because I want to connect, I want the seam to connect. Okay, and then I need to make it the right, actually I'll just cut it after I glue it on. So I'm going to go ahead and just take my tape runner and put some sticky in between the punches. We'll cut that off and punch it. Perfect. Oh, I like that. I think that helped. Yes. Glad I did that. Okay. Only other thing then would be, do I want a little something down here in this corner? And I kind of feel like I do. Maybe like a Happy Mail or something. Oh, here's another planner sesh with a little black kitty, my little calcifer. How about this one? That's half brown, half black. That works. Little calico dude. There we go. All right, let's put it in my planner. I have the mint green discs this month, so I think all that nice soft sage minty color is gonna look nice on there. So there we go. There is my Wild Outdoors spread, right? That was the theme, right? Great Outdoors. I got Wild About Washi and Great Outdoors mixed up. So there we go. There's my Great Outdoors spread with a little photorealistic paper. I love it. Oh, that's going to be so fun to look at for a whole week. So I hope you like this video. I hope it encourages you to try using some scrapbook paper and getting outside the box on your spreads. If it does, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.